Hello everyone, this is Seema S. Rathur, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutics, College of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Narayan Sagar University. Today we'll be discussing about the equipments and part of tablet compression machine. So when it comes to equipments, we'll be discussing about the different types of equipments which are available in a lab scale or in a large scale. And then we'll be discussing about the parts which are mainly used in tablet compression machine. So first we'll be discussing about the equipments. So when it comes to equipments, they are mainly classified into two types, that is single punch or multi-station. So single punch is also called as single station eccentric presses and multi-station is also called as rotary presses. When it comes to single punch, it has only a single unit, that is it has a die and upper punch and lower punch. So only one tablet is punched at a time. When it comes to multi-station or rotary presses, n number of tablets can be punched. It is somewhere around 1000 to 10,000 tablets can be punched in 1 minute. So it is set up in such a way. And it is mainly available into two types, semi-automatic and automatic. So when it comes to semi-automatic, the work like preparation of granules and then pouring the granules into the hopper is done by the label. And once the tablet is compressed, again carrying those tablets for packaging is done by a person one who is working in the unit. Whereas when it comes to automatic machines, the granules are prepared in a V-cone blender, poured into the hopper, and then the packaging is done simultaneously. Hence, the name is given as automatic process. So these are available in different models, and it is manufactured by different number of companies. So there are many models available. So it can be like under multi-station, it can be like multi-disciplinary, or let me say as a compression machine is there with different die cavity size. So there we can go with the process like in one stretch, we can prepare the tablet having different size and different shape. So that is possible. And as I mentioned, we can get the tablets ranging in different size, the different speed and different capacity based on the instrument, whatever the instrument we are using. So single punch, so it is also known as eccentric press or single station press, and it is the simplest machine for tablet manufacturing. So these machines, it has only a single set of tools. So tools are nothing but it includes a die, a upper punch and a lower punch. So when it comes to single punch, it has only one pair of upper punch and lower punch along with the die. So only one tablet is being compressed at a time. Single punch, the name is given for this reason. And coming to multi-station press, it contains several units of tooling station. Like it has n number of die cavities, the dies, the upper punch and the lower punch, and n number of tablets can be punched at a single stretch or single time, single rotation. So what is happening here, we whatever the granules we have prepared, we store it in the hopper. From the hopper, the granules falls into the die cavity, and then the upper punch and lower punch comes together by applying some amount of compression force. It compresses the granules in the form of a tablet, and then the tablet is getting ejected out. So whatever the tablet is getting ejected out, it will have a uniform size, shape, and then a uniform weight. Hence, this multi-station press has increased output facility or ability. So the one over here is the single punch instrument. So we can see that there is a hopper into which the granules are usually stored, and then we have upper punch, a lower punch, and in between there is a die cavity into which the granules from the hopper is carried through the feed frame, and then it falls into the die cavity. So once it falls into the die cavity, the upper punch and lower punch comes together with a compression force and then compresses the tablet. So here we can see that it has only one upper punch, lower punch and the die cavity. So at one punch, at one compression, only one tablet is being prepared. Now we have this one. This setup is multi-compression machine. So we can see that there are many upper punches, there are many lower punches, and in between there are many die cavities. So what will happen, as there are many units of upper punch, lower punch and die cavity, so when one rotation is done, somewhere around 100 to 150 tablets can be punched. So if we take for 1 minute, it can be like more than 1000 tablets can be punched in 1 minute. So based upon the type of the compression machine, the output can also be observed. And then we have the different parts of tablet punching machine. The hopper, the die cavity, the punches, the cam track, the tablet weight adjuster and ejection adjuster. Coming to the part of tablet punching machine, that is the hopper. So this is the image, how exactly the hopper looks. So hopper is nothing but it is the area or it is the unit where the granules prepared by wet granulation or dry granulation method are stored. So from this hopper, through the feed frame, the granules pass and falls into the die cavity. So these are mainly used to store the granules before the process of compression start. So the hopper can be filled manually or by using any mechanical equipment. So if it is filled manually, it is done by the label or directly the V-cone blender, whatever we use for mixing of the granules, that directly can be attached to the hopper, but the granules are poured into the hopper. Then the second part of the tablet punching machine is die cavity. So these are the die along with the cavities. The cavity present inside the die we call that as die cavity, into which the granules from the hopper is placed through the feed frame. So what happens here? Here the size of the tablet can be determined, the diameter of the tablet can be determined, and the thickness of the tablet can also be determined. So not only one tablet, we can also go with 2 die cavities, 4 die cavities, 6 die cavities. So the reason why 2, 4, 6 or more than that die cavities are made on the die is because the output can be increased. So here if we go with one die cavity, so at one compression only one tablet is being produced. Whereas when it comes to 4 die cavities, at a single punch, 4 tablet is being produced. That is the reason we can prefer a die having more cavities. And then we have the punches, the upper punch and the lower punch. So the upper punch and lower punch mainly give the shape to the tablets within the die. So always we have to make sure that whatever the shape is there on the upper punch and the lower punch, same shape should be there within the die cavity. So the die cavity is acting as a mold here. So whenever the upper punch and lower punches come together in this die cavity where the granules are stored, with some compression force they have the ability to compress the granules in the form of a tablet. So whatever is shape, the shape is there, whether it is a star shape or oval shape or heart shape. So based on that, the tablet whatever is being punched is getting ejected out with this shape. And then we have cam tracks. So cam tracks are placed on the lower side as well as the upper side of the compression machine. So these are the tracks or the cam tracks which guide the movement of the punches. The lower punch and the upper punch. They are guiding the movement of the punches, how they will move within the compression machine. So that the upper punch and lower punch can move in a proper direction without undergoing any changes. And then we have tablet adjuster, a tablet weight adjuster. So the tablet adjuster we can have a unit in the compression machine where we can adjust the weight of the tablet. For example, if we need 500 mg of tablet, so once we adjust the weight of the tablet, that is a tablet adjuster, as 500 mg, then the weight is maintained till we are again changing. So whatever the tablet we get or whatever the tablet is getting compressed, it is available in the form of 500 mg plus or minus we have the limits for that. But once we adjust the tablet's weight, we can see observe that the tablet weight, whatever we have adjusted, similar weight can be seen by the tablet. And then we have ejection adjuster. So once the tablet is being punched by the upper punch and lower punch, whatever the tablet is produced, whatever the tablet is getting ejected out, that is removed by the ejection adjuster from the die cavity. So whatever we discussed today was the equipments which are used in case of tablet compression machine and the different parts of tablet compression machine. Hope that it was very useful for you and thank you so much.